Hey everyone, I'm Ryan and you're watching 60 Cycle Hum, and I'm revisiting my Katana 50 repair project here. For those who aren't up on what happened, I was doing speaker swapping shootouts between the Katana Fender Champion 50XL and the Boss Next Tone amp. I forgot to reattach the speaker to this thing. I was going to show my friend a guitar. I plugged it in, I turned it on. The speaker cables were hanging down behind this thing. They might have been touching, they might not have been touching, I don't know. But anyways, I heard a pop. I thought it was like a speaker pop, like, oh, it's just turning on. And then I realized the speaker's not attached. That pop was something else. I reattached the speaker. It doesn't pass signal. It passes signal through the headphone out, but not through the speaker anymore. In the last video, I was trying to desolder a component, the power amp chip, that a lot of people sent me a link to a V-Guitar forum post where people were claiming that that would be the suspect part if you had that kind of accident with the amp where you ruined it the way that I did. So I don't have any diagnostic skills with electronics. I am a guitar hobbyist at best. I muck up, pick guards and stuff when I try to solder them. So this was pretty ambitious for me. Like I said in the last video, I was trying to desolder that chip and, find room in there to put the new chip in because I'd ordered a pair of replacement chips on eBay. And I was just super frustrated. I think I was anxious because I was on camera. I couldn't get the posts for the chip to desolder at all, even though I clipped the chip completely free and the posts were just free. I couldn't get them to pull out. Steve came over to record the podcast that night. He took a stab at it. He's way more experienced with soldering and desoldering and electronics work than I am, and he was able to get the posts out. So good for him. Thanks, Steve. That left me to clear the rest of the solder out of the holes so that the new chips could go in. That took me 2 or 3 hours. It was a frustrating little thing to do here. Those holes are really small. The solder did not want to come out. I was using a solder sucker, and it took a long time. It was pretty frustrating, like I said. But I got them clear. I got the new chip in. It felt like a hallelujah moment when the chip just slid right in. I was able to solder all the little posts, which I think I did all right. I mean, the chip is pretty gnarly looking because of how long it took us to desolder and remove stuff. But I think everything's soldered in. I think everything has a connection now. It all felt solid to me. I put it all back together and I'm ready to test it out. If this doesn't work, there's a couple options. First of all, I could buy a new Katana 50. I love the Katana 50 format. I love how small and light it is. I love how convenient it is. I have been offered a Katana 100 very generously for the cost of shipping. So I might take up that person on that offer. It would be neat to upgrade to the 100. A lot of people say that the cab difference in the 100 or the wattage difference in the 100 opens it up a bit more and it's a better sounding amp. I'd love to check it out. Big thanks to all the people who volunteered to help me do that chip soldering. The guitarologist included. He offered me a very reasonable and generous rate to do the work for me for some cross promotion type stuff. I had someone who works at NASA offer to do the work for me. In the end, once Steve was able to desolder those legs, I was like, okay, I've got to take another stab at this. I did this to myself. I deserve whatever pain it takes to try to do this on my own. So here we are. I'm going to plug in and turn it on for the first time. I'm a little nervous. I'm almost nervous if it does work because I feel like, maybe the work I did on it isn't reliable. And what if I rely on this amp live and it fails on me because of my crappy amateur soldering? All right, here we go. It's on the 25 watt setting on the clean channel, volume and gain and master. I put them all at noon, so this thing should make sound if it functions now. Fingers crossed, everybody. Thoughts and prayers, please. It powers on. The lights are red. I don't think it's turning on. Hello? Come on, come on, come on. No. It would be on by now. It's dead. This amp is just dead. Yeah, either that component wasn't the issue that was called out on the V-Guitar forum, or I mucked it up somehow, which is completely possible. I'm very amateurish at this. I don't know, man. I didn't fix it, that's for sure. So on the podcast, I said that if I didn't repair it, then maybe I'd blow the amp up or something dramatic. I kind of want to save the speaker cab for future experimentation. So maybe I'll do something with the actual amp part of it, pull that out and throw it off a cliff or something. Let's see if the headphone out works, because the headphone out worked previously. We need an adapter. Mono adapter, but that's okay. Here we go. Yep. So the headphone out still does work. I mean, there's creative solutions that I could pursue if I wanted to. I could run the phone out jack into, you know, like an EHX Magnum 44 to the speaker, and this amp would still, you know, make sound to the speaker. But I think it'd be better for my purposes to get one that works the way it's supposed to normally in stock. So yeah, maybe I'll blow up the amp. Maybe I'll keep it around for some sort of headphone direct recording solution. It's a bummer, but I'm glad I went on this journey. I'm glad I put in the time to try and do the work. And maybe this will be useful to someone who is considering to try to do this themselves. It's a big time cost sort of project. The component itself is not expensive. I got 2 of them shipped to me for like $12 or something like that over eBay. And that was mostly shipping. The component itself is like $2.50. Yeah, I don't know. If you have had any luck fixing a Katana 50, let me know. Otherwise, I'm sure all you armchair engineers are going to be telling me all sorts of stuff down in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, dislike, leave me rude and nasty comments. You know the whole drill. Support us on Patreon. We've moved the YouTube Patreon over to merge with the podcast Patreon. And so at the $10 level, you get all the benefits of the podcast Patreon. You get to join our secret inner circle group. You get all the merch when we make it. You get to be part of like our Secret Santa stuff when we do that for Christmas and Christmas in July, or, you know, all the other fun stuff we like to do. It's a fun thing to do if you've ever wanted to support the content we make here on 60 Cycle Hum. It's a fantastic way to do it. All right. Bye, everybody.